But my best experience was definitely my recital for Sabor Latino in the fall. It was the best ever, just even leading up to it. It was very stressful because, you know, you had to juggle like practice 6 times a week. And then you also have classes. And I also decided for my first fall semester to do a bunch of dances. But it was great. I don't know. It just felt like the whole team is just kind of like a whole family. I feel like I had different families. I had my PSP family. I have my Sabor family. And I also lived in Mary Donlin, which was also amazing because Mary Donlin kind of has this like kind of like stereotype of being very social and everybody's always very welcoming. And it was exactly like that last year. I met so many people during like just the first couple of days, learning like who they are, where they're from. People, my neighbors were from all over the world. So it was like the best thing ever. And also, surprisingly, I was the only one from Sarasota because everybody from Florida is from Miami. So that was a little like, I guess, a little challenging because I had to always explain like, oh, I'm like from this little town over here, which is not that little, but compared to Miami, it's very little. So all these experiences that I got from putting myself out there in my first semester, I feel like it depends on the person. I know a lot of students want to just, you know, first do their academics and figure out if it's like, if they can do extracurriculars. I personally, I'm a person to be involved. I love to meet new people. I love service. And I just started getting involved and I started meeting new people and making several memories.
I think for me, my best experience, through Cornell and College of Human Ecology was like being able to see the world. So like I always dreamed about traveling and visiting different countries and different cities. But from a low income background, sometimes that's not like possible. And then my parents are just like, Danny, be rich, and then after you're rich, you can travel the world. So I didn't come in like expecting that like I would travel from South America, from basically North America to South America, back to North America, then to Africa, then back to North America, then to the Caribbean. Like I didn't expect to travel that much. And the fact that I just saw so many places, met so many people, and I have to thank Cornell for that. Like that's one of the best experiences. I love my sophomore year when I was just bouncing from place to place. Ate some amazing food, learned some amazing dances, wore some amazing clothes, and like I got again meet some amazing people. And so far, that's my best experience at Cornell. And then also like Slope Day and Homecoming, those are fun too.
I think for me, it revolves around my orgs and as well as like the organizations I'm part of. So I'm part of the Nigerian Students Association, and like I think our events are hecky like one of the best. So we have like just different events that when I'm talking about UMLI, we do have the best. But we have a lot of like events. We have like our charity data auction, our like Africa Ball, and like just seeing so many Africans on campus, and especially as a Black African American and Nigerian, like seeing that the amount of people that just love our culture and expressing their culture and watching performances is just like there's a lot of planning that goes into it, but it's worth seeing people smile, enjoying the food. And also I think my alternative spring breaks program, when I went to my trip, and also classes that I've taken, particularly in human ecology and then also outside, but back to the alt breaks program, like it was a lot of work to like weekly assignments and stuff like that, but actually going to the agencies and looking and observing the work that we were studying was worthwhile. And like I've actually implemented what we learned on the trip to what I want to see myself doing in the future. And then the last thing I would say, my freshman write-in seminar, The Legal Life of American Racism. Again, I would say that's probably top 3 classes I've taken. And again, that was a freshman writing seminar, but it honestly opened my mind and just the door to associating health with also discrimination, and that's where I see myself in the future. And then also relating back to global health. But what I'm trying to say is just the interconnectedness of just so many courses that I've taken here, and also the orgs that I'm part of. They all seem to align in some way, and also aid me to, or help me see where I see myself in the future. And I think that's overall like just how my NSA org or alt breaks or the class I took freshman year or global health, how they somehow aligned and like just aim or push me towards like seeing myself. I see like an image of what I want to be in the future. And I think that's probably just an overall like best part or experience I've had at Cornell and within community ecology.
One of my most favorite experiences was Ithaca's annual Apple Festival. So every year there's a bunch of booths, fun and games. You get to connect with the community as well. There's apple cider donuts, apple slushies. So that was really fun. Also, there's the Into the Streets Day of Giving, which is a partnership with the Cornell Tradition Fellowship. That is an organization with my love of service that I was able to find as well. And you meet so many different people. So that was really fun. One of the challenges that I personally faced was the distance from home. So I'm really close with my family, but with technology, we were able to like overcome that. And time passes by so quick. You're involved with all these organizations, classes going on. By the time you know it, like it's break and it's time to go back home. And I also just try to keep in mind each day that I have the opportunity of being away from home and embracing the chance to expand my mind each day. And so this is an opportunity that not a lot of my family members or peers or people in my community had. So it's not something that I want to take for granted. And then advice real quick is just that you're not alone. Regardless if you're struggling or if you feel tired, just know, especially during this time, you're definitely not alone. So, continue to grow and take it one day at a time.